Just a couple of reminders. You'll be muted for most, but not all of the service. We don't want to mute your communications with one another, though. So please continue to use the chat box to welcome each other into the space. If you are new to Throop, we're really glad that you made the courageous act of pressing click on that Zoom link and joining us this morning. And if you're someone who has called Throop your spiritual and religious home for a while, reach out to those new faces and names you see rolling into our Zoom room today. If we have any kind of tech mishap on this Sunday, just use that as an opportunity to breathe into it and take a moment of stillness. So come in to this online space of hope and love, of peace and justice, of wholeness and healing. Come in where we welcome the certain and the seeking, the lifers and the newcomers, the beloved and the brokenhearted. All of you can find a home here at Throop, where we go love the world from the heart of Pasadena and from the very heart of our homes. We enter into a Thanksgiving week pretty much unlike any that I've experienced before. Some of you may be sighing, huge relief. There's no travel. There's no awkward family conversations. There's no negotiating menus. Some of you may be greeting this week with some sadness. There's no travel. There's no awkward family conversations. There's no complicated menu negotiations. Well, however you are feeling, here we are. Thanksgiving, with its complicated history, the way the story is retold, the expectations we often put on ourselves. But in the midst of all of it, it does give us a chance to pause and to give thanks for all that is our life. Today in service, we have a lot of music. We have beautiful table graces that have been shared by members and friends of Throop, all in an effort to help us shift our minds and hearts toward a spirit of gratitude. So come, continue to turn toward one another as we move across the threshold into this sacred space together.
As a symbol of that connection, we light 3 flames this morning. We light our home chalices in a spirit of love, hope, and peace with these words.
May we sit in stillness for this moment and breathe in gratitude for one another, for our earth, for this very life, full of joy and sadness, hope and disappointment, love and loss. From the tip of our toes to the toes of her, to the top of our heads. Let us sing a blessing that we are together again today.
We light a second candle to honor the people and ancestors whose lands we now occupy. The land under and around Throop was once and is still the home of the Tongva people. May this knowledge and awareness lead us into seeking justice and equity for all.
We light a third candle symbolizing our hopes and bearing witness to injustices in the world.
We take a moment of silence, holding all of these in our hearts.
Thank you. And as we continue to bring our hearts and minds fully into this space together, let's again do some intentional greeting in the chat box. This is also a great moment, if you haven't done so already, to scroll through the thumbnail video images and names of all who have gathered here and to send them your warmest wishes, blessings, and greetings on this Sunday. And I am certainly happy to be here with everyone and to see your faces. And I am going to scroll through and wave at each of you right now. Hello. Thank you for waving back. And how wonderful to see some names and faces I have not seen in a while. Very, very happy to have you here today. And again, if you want to continue greeting one another in the chat box as those start to come in, I'll lift up just a few of those for people on the phone or maybe who need to have their glasses renewed and can't see the chat box that well. It's definitely my issue on some Sundays. Sky Hannah writes in a warm wave of lovable, loving love to all. Yes, I'm going to put that in my pocket for the days to come. Thank you for that, Sky. Denise says, blessings to everyone. Her son is still sleeping. Yay. Oh, that we could all sleep so soundly on a Sunday. And Deborah DeLiso says, hello, Tara, Jean, and David. Deborah, you were one of the people I was thinking of when I saw your beautiful face on the screen. Really nice to have you here today. And Michael Kelly is giving a special welcome to David. Yes, we are so glad you rolled back in here with us this week. Well, as you continue to reach out to one another with your warm Throop embrace, we turn toward words that serve as a connector to all of us at Throop, and it's the promise to our planet. It's just one way that we ground ourselves in values that are important to us. So as you are able to unmute, and we'll say our promise to our planet together. As members of
the family of living beings on Earth, we are guided by the Unitarian Universalist principle of respect for the interdependent web of all existence, which we are a part of. Eyes nurtured by its beauty, is ruminating on ways to protect sacred and scarce resources. We promise to nurture the well-being of all life and of the planet itself.
Come, ye thankful people, come, raise the sun. to yield. Wheat and tares together sown, unto joy our sorrow grown. First the bud and then the ear, then the full corn shall appear. Live so that at harvest we wholesome grain and pure may be. Field and furrow heavy grown, yours to tend but not your own. Bread of life shall ye restore to your neighbors evermore. Gather all the nations in, free from sorrow, free from sin. Let the world in gladness come, share the joy of harvest home.
So each Sunday in November, we've asked a Throop member or friend to share a mindfulness practice, just to help us stay grounded in these moments where so much is asked of us. And today we will move through a gratitude meditation offered by Joy Lamb.
Hi friends, I'd like to invite you to first check in if you are sitting in a comfortable position. You need to make any adjustment, physical adjustment, or if you like to lay down, lay on the sofa, just find your sweet spot where you can sit comfortably for the next 5 minutes. And so once you find that positions, I invite you to begin to bring your awareness to your in-breath and out-breath. Breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. At different time, we might feel our in-breath and out-breath in different part of our body. Sometimes it's really obvious to feel it in the nose area when the cool air comes in to our body and warm air exit our body. Sometimes you might feel it more on your shoulder as you breathe in. You feel that your shoulder rise up, and as we breathe out, shoulders drop. Or sometimes it might be in your abdomen area. So just check in briefly where you feel your in-breath and out-breath most today. And as we continue this awareness of our breathing in our body, I want to share with you some words for our gratitude meditations today. Grateful for all my ancestors, my parents, my grandparents, and previous generations who have transmitted much to me, including health, strength, skills, and understanding. Grateful for the land I live in and the facilities there are, the lovely trees, my home, the plumbing, the refuse collections, and many other things that make my life easy. Grateful for my current family and friends with all their positive qualities. Grateful for all the people in my life that support me during the year, including my doctors and dentists, shopkeepers, and many others. Grateful for my own strength, including the love, understanding, kindness, and generosity I have. Thank you.
How about imagining that humans are noble? How about considering that I could be wrong? How about believing that people can change their habits? How about seeing beyond myself for once? Thank you, chocolate. Thank you, coffee. On a dark, cold winter's day. Thank you, sunshine. Thank you, starlight. Thank you for this single breath. How about listening to a different opinion? How about surprising someone I love? How about trying it somebody else's way? How about finishing anything for once? Thank you, chocolate. Thank you, coffee. On a dark, cold winter's day. Thank you, sunshine. Thank you, you, starlight. Thank you for this single prayer. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I let go of it wasn't more than I got, more than I could handle. The moment I left off of it was the moment I touched down.
This around for a moment so you can see this guy.
How about calling a friend to ask forgiveness? How about picking up the tab for lunch? How about wrapping a single Christmas present? How about sending a birthday card for once? Thank you, chocolate. Thank you, coffee. On a dark, cold winter's day. Thank you, sunshine. Thank you, starlight. Thank you for this single prayer. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Thank you so much for that, Jeff. Who's gonna have chocolate for lunchtime dessert today? Yeah, me too. I'll borrow too. Well, I've been thinking a lot about gratitude this week, and I was remembering a time just a few years ago that some minister friends were talking about the importance of thanking our congregants, and in particular, just the art of sending out thank you cards. Now, some of you know that I love doing that. Part of the practice is really for me just having that moment of intention where I'm holding you in my heart and really just lifting up kind of in my own heart and mind, whatever it is I feel grateful for, the way that you've contributed to the church community. And then I also like imagining that when you go out to get your mail, you have a little bit of a feeling of delight when you see a card in there just for you that is not a bill or a political mailer. So as my friends and I were talking, I'll admit I was feeling pretty proud of my own practice of writing out those cards. And then one minister said, well, you know, my girlfriend not only writes thank you cards for something nice someone did for her, but if she receives a thank you card, she writes a thank you in response. And my mind was blown for a heartbeat. And I started imagining, like, at what point does that string of thank you cards end? And I started thinking about like infinity mirrors or an MC Escher graphic. And I thought, wow, that can just go on and on and on until maybe the practice becomes void of any kind of meaning. In her book, Grateful, The Transformative Power of Giving Thanks, theologian Diana Butler Bass offers up two ways that we tend to think about gratitude. And she says that one way that's really common in standard American culture is thinking about gratitude as a practice, as a transaction, an exchange of debt and duty built on a required reciprocity. She says that this type of gratitude is really focused on the individual, with a focus being on me rather than we. And it's about, what am I getting out of this relationship and how am I benefiting? Today, we are more than 9 months into a global pandemic. On Friday, there were 200,000 new cases of COVID in the United States. We have all had to give up something in these last 9 months, and many of us have had to give up multiple somethings. And yet, even with that, here we are. And for those of us paying attention, we know that the focus on the individual, on individual freedoms, rather than holding responsibility for the collective, we know that that's not working. Bass lifts up a second way to think about gratitude, and she calls this way gift and response. And she says that looking at gratitude as gifts and responses has possibility for spiritual and ethical transformation. This outlook on gratitude reminds us that all life is a gift, that you are a gift, your neighbor is a gift, that person checking you out at the market is a gift, and that bird that woke you up way too early this morning outside your window, that bird too is a gift. And that this type of gift is deserving of a response from us, a response that is more than a thank you note, that is more than just saying, I feel grateful, that is more even than that beautiful feeling that may expand your heart in that moment. Our human response to this gift is our choosing a life of mutual care, leaning into a life of we rather than only me. It's a lived practice of gratitude, extending grace and gifts on to other people. And aren't we practicing that in a way more real than ever before this Thanksgiving? When we are choosing to stay home, choosing not to travel, to forego family, to not have a fancy dinner out, but make do with whatever we can do at home. And this year, we're making new plans and we're creating new traditions that are grounded in a communal responsibility that will help keep everyone healthy, safe, and well. So knowing that we are all creating our own new traditions this year, maybe a tradition that will only last this 1 year, I asked members and friends of Throop to share their own simple table graces, to give all of us inspiration for crafting a grace this year grounded in the collective we, to ground us in our gift and response to all that is our life. So the words in each of those table graces were a little bit different, a little unique to each person or family who offered them. But a thread that connected them all was that sense of a we greater than the individual, and an acknowledgement that we are all part of the interdependent web. Friends, what are you feeling grateful for this year? It can be substantial or small, silly or serious, sublime or simple. It doesn't even need to start with the letter S. Jeff lifted up a few things in the song he shared with us earlier: chocolate and coffee, sunrise and starlight. We have a way for you all to share a word, something that you feel grateful for. Matthew's gonna bring up a screen that shows the Menti link. We've done this before. And on your phone or tablet or computer, you can go to menti.com. I think Matthew will put a link in the chat box as well. And when you get there, you can put in the code 3395507. And then you can type in just one word of something you feel grateful for. And again, it can be just whatever you are feeling grateful for in this moment. So you all can see the words coming up on your screen. There's everything from butterflies to sunshine, crisp, cool weather, Throop, growth, time for reflection, our silly cat, that was mine, flowers, autumn leaves, rediscovering joys, support. I think this year, more than ever, for myself, just overwhelmed with the simple joys and gratitudes. Gratitude that we can be together in this strangest of ways to continue our troop connections, to remember that we are in this world together, not alone. In the days to come, may you find many opportunities to pause and breathe, and give thanks. May it be so.
Grateful for each hand we hold, gathered round this table. From far and near we travel home, blessed that we are able. Grateful for this sheltered place, with light in every window, saying welcome, welcome, share this feast. Come in away from sorrow. Father, mother, daughter, son, neighbor, friend, and friendless, all together, everyone, in the gift of loving kindness. Grateful for what's understood and all that is forgiven. We try so hard to be good, to lead a life worth living. Father, mother, daughter, son, neighbor, friend, and friendless, all together, everyone. Let grateful days be endless. Grateful for each hand we hold, gathered round this table. Let grateful days be endless. Let grateful days be endless. Let grateful days be endless.
Each week we have an intentional moment of gratitude in our Sunday Zoom service. First up, my thanks to all who say yes when asked to participate in some way to make the Zoom service rich and full. Matthew, thank you for running tech. Eric and Alvaro, thank you for the chalice lighting. Joe, thank you for being our chat box greeter. Joy Lamb, thank you for the gratitude meditation. Jeff and Michael and Chris Maldonado, thank you for sharing your gift of music with us to uplift our spirits in these days. For those of you that are able to continue making your financial contribution to Throop, it is so needed and used and welcomed. You can send a check to Throop. You can also donate online through the website. You can text to give, and that number and the link are up on your screen. I'll put it in the chat box in just a couple of moments. Again, please unmute yourself as we share together the response to today's offering. For the ministry
of the church in our community, bless with love and hope.
We have ways for you to continue to connect with one another this week. One for all you artsy and crafty people. On Tuesday at noon, we'll be making luminaries on Zoom together. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm not crafty at all. You should see some of my examples I've been making. So really just like come in and laugh with each other and chat, and we'll have music. It's Tuesday at noon. Yours does not have to be perfect, but it's for at-home ritual that we'll be inviting you to participate in during the month of December for the holidays. And next Saturday, we'll have decorating for the holidays in Throop Sanctuary. That is limited to 10 people only, so you will need to RSVP ahead of time. And the 10 people is just to make sure we're keeping everyone as safe as possible. If you're not getting our Tuesday tidings, please let me know and you'll get signed up. You can see other ways to connect in the coming days and weeks. If you lit a chalice or candle, I invite you to extinguish it now. We carry that light with us wherever we go. And as you turn toward this week, may you greet the coming days with love and hope. May you continue to feel the connection you felt with others here today on this Zoom. And please take time to pause and give thanks for all that is your life. I love you all. Go love the world. Amen and blessed be. We enjoy a postlude by Chris. Please stay after for coffee hour. Hi, welcome into our coffee